Every year, the Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational brings out the best in the country, and this year is no different. We started with over 150 ranked wrestlers, and we're now down to the final 20, set to battle for a Cliff Keen Las Vegas title alongside John Kozak. I'm Christian Piles. And John, what can you say about the performance of Coach David Taylor's Cowboys?
Yeah, Oklahoma State's performance, really the story of this tournament. 10 placers in the top 10, on the top 6, 5 in our finals tonight. Incredible performance, the story of the CKLV so far.
No doubt about it. Taking a look, we're set to get going here, 125 pounds. Eddie and Matt on the mat right now, but what other matches stand out to you in this first half?
149 clearly. NCAA champ Caleb Henson taking on Ridge Lovett. Lovett beat Henson in the CKLV finals last year. Henson looking for revenge this year.
Yeah, Henson took him out in the NCAA semi, so Ridge going to want to get that back. And as we look at the second half, we have an NCAA finals rematch at 184. What can you tell us about that battle, John Kozak?
Yeah, Parker Keckeyes and Dustin Plott. This match will tell us a lot about Dustin Plott if he's ready to contend with Carter Strachey, Parker Keckeyes for an NCAA title.
Going to be a great set of finals. And wrestling fans, this is for you. Access every match, ranking, and exclusive content with your FloWrestling subscription. Whether you're following high school, college, or freestyle, FloWrestling has you covered with live events, interviews, and more. Don't miss a single moment of the action, only on FloWrestling. And it is time. We're going to get this thing started. 125 pounds. Eddie Ventresca, Virginia Tech, taking on Matt Ramos of Purdue. Go time here at 125. And really, the story here for Ventresca, what a turnaround from last year, John.
Oh, 100%. You know, 7th place 2 years ago. Going into last season, he looked like could contend for a title, but then early injuries and season cut short, but now he looks back to peak form.
Absolutely, but he's got his hands full in this matchup. Matt Ramos looks excellent as well. He fell short of All-American honors last year, losing in the round of 12, and he's trying to go out with a national title after making the NCAA finals 2 years ago. Ramos, of course, great leg attacks. He has a good post, double. He's a high flyer. He can throw. Eddie Ventresca, as solid as they come. There's a single leg. Good defense from Eddie Ventresca. He's tough to get to. He's hard to hold down. Just a very complete wrestler.
Yeah, we saw Ventresca take out All-American Caleb Smith in the semis overtime match. Ventresca also had a win over All-American Tanner Jordan in the quarters.
So definitely a good run, and Ramos took out Spratley in that semifinal. Close match, one takedown battle. There's another shot, low double here, sweeping around. Nice finish there for Matt Ramos, jumping out to a 3-0 lead. Got both legs circled and got the quick finish. Nice job there by Ramos, who's going for that wrist right away. A little AJ Shop with that knee over the elbow, but Ventresca, as I mentioned, really tough guy to ride, and he's gonna get an escape right away. 3-1 the lead now for Matt Ramos.
Ramos really impressive with that low double. He hit that against Spratley as well, and what that does really eliminates any scramble. Really quick finish, really high efficient shot there from Ramos.
Keeping that hand on the mat is Ventresca. Nice, another low shot. He's got both ankles. This time between the legs. Ventresca trying to roll him through. Ramos doing a good job. Pops his head out to the outside, and there's another takedown. 2 takedowns in the opening period for Matt Ramos. Strong start for the Boilermaker.
So impressive here, 6-1, building riding time early in the first.
2 shots, 2 scores. Great efficiency from Ramos to get this started, but once again, it's Ventresca getting away.
Important 30 seconds here for both wrestlers. Ramos can hold a 4-point lead going into the second. If Ventresca can get a takedown, eliminates that lead to 1 or 2 points.
Ventresca looked for a post attack, not there. Now club and sweep, not there either. You see Ramos just keeping that right arm down. Doesn't want to give up a late score in the first period, and it'll go 6-2 into the break. Ventresca could go underneath. Ramos lines up on that left side. And you see how Ventresca just fires that left elbow in, trying to seal. Now he's turning and kicking. Ramos doing a good job climbing up. Claw right on the left side. Now coming up with hands, boom, big mat return. Plants those hips right on the mat, but Ventresca bounces right up.
A really good early ride here for Ramos, and he's just 12 seconds away from getting that all-important 1 minute of riding time. These two have never wrestled in their college careers.
Interesting. Once again on that left side is Ramos. Of course, if you didn't know, you can watch the third place bouts on the other mat. Spratley and Caleb Smith wrestling. That very well could have been a final. And now up, he's got both hands trying to turn and cut, and he does. Riding time gets up to 109, 6-3 on the scoreboard. Riding time not the issue so much as the lack of takedowns for Ventresca. He's gonna need to find a way to generate some offense here.
It hasn't been close yet. It's been all Ramos on their feet.
Left-handed collar for Ramos, finger fight, and then single goes one way, then the other. Nice single leg by Eddie Ventresca. Now standing single, trying to get that foot in the armpit. He does. He's in great position for a finish here. 30 seconds to get this score, and the length is a lot to negotiate here with Matt Ramos. Eddie taking his time, trying to get him off balance and kicking that right foot out. And you see Ramos posting with those arms, keeping him as far away as possible, and Eddie's on the short side for 125. Trying to navigate this finish, 8 seconds. Eddie running out of time, goes down to the mat, and it looks like Ramos gonna be able to avoid that takedown. It was a clean shot. He went one way up, he went high crotch, then that single leg. Couldn't get the finish though.
Yeah, an amazing defense there displayed by Matt Ramos. Standing on his leg for, I think, about 40 seconds and defending the entire time, but you know, if you're Ventresca, now you have a little bit of hope. You got to a leg, but now you got to finish. You got to imagine he's going to try to ride to get rid of that minute riding time.
Yeah, at a minimum. Quick little changeover. Now stand up for Ramos. Eddie got one eye looking at the clock, and now he knows he can kick. Oh, wow. And they hit him. But you probably take that for eliminating that riding time.
Yeah.
7-3 now.
Ventresca going to be coming here, so not going to be worried about giving up a stall call.
Go, Matt, keep those hands moving. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Your attack, man. Just let it go. Just let it go.
We're going to stalemate that for the interlocking fingers. So for Ventresca, he's going to need multiple scores here. Takedown's not going to get it done.
2 takedowns or a takedown and turn, which feels like a pretty big hole at this point.
Certainly does. Hand on the mat there for Ramos. I wonder if Ramos is like, man, I could just ice this right now.
1 takedown for sure.
Shot for Ventresca. Ramos locking down the defense right now. 43 seconds to go. We're still neutral with 40 to go as they stalemate it. Ramos circling away. There's a shot almost in on that single leg again as Ventresca, not quite. And backs him towards the boundary, and this should be a warning.
There it is. Only 20 seconds, though.
Really only comes into play if he can get a call, get that point, and a takedown. It feels like that's a long way off, but maybe his most likely path to a tie here, forcing overtime. Caution. And Ramos gonna circle away, 16 seconds to go. Ventresca trying, and that should be another one. And now Ramos trying to fight back in. And there's a point. Now a takedown. He's got 8 seconds. Takedown ties it. Takedown right out for Ventresca.
Plenty of time.
He jumped again. Maybe got away with it. 4 seconds. And Ramos can still hang out on that edge. And it's a 7-4 win for Matt Ramos. Style points. He throws a little dice.
Yeah, we're in Vegas, right?
We'll see him at the craps table maybe.
For sure.
I don't even know how to lose there.
Man, what an impressive performance. The entire tournament, but especially that match.
So very deep weight, John. Ramos just ran it, and for Ventresca, man, you want to win, but you got to be excited to make the finals of a tournament like this. And you had a scoring opportunity. You finished that takedown. Could have been an overtime match, and that's where, you know, as we go back and take a look at how that all transpired for Ramos, you maybe want to see him push for that next takedown. That would have put it completely out of reach, I feel. Whereas it got a little spooky at the end there, the last 30 seconds, maybe unnecessarily so.
Yeah, for sure, but you know, so impressive in the first period and really dominant performance for Matt Ramos.
Sports are better on the big screen. Head to your preferred device app store to download the all-new Flow Sports TV apps for Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, Android, and Chromecast. Set your favorites, search our library of live and on-demand content, and so much more. Download today. Coming up next, 133, Iowa State's Evan Frost versus Cal Poly's Seth Romney. And Caleb Smith falls to Troy Spratley for 3rd place, it looks like. Good tournament for Troy Spratley, and we're set to go. That's Evan Frost on your screen. He was. That's Seth Romney, Cal Poly. Yeah. And tell us a little bit about Romney's run to this final.
Yeah, really impressive weekend for Romney. Takes out Nick Bouzakis in the quarters, and then beats Van D out of Nebraska in the semis, who Van D coming off a big win over All-American Dylan Ragusin. So yeah, Seth Romney definitely announcing himself as an All-American contender.
Yeah, he looked really good against Van D. Excited to see what he can do here. He is a big 33-pounder too, John. Cannot be easy. Speaking with Coach John Saritas of Cal Poly, says this guy does everything right.
Yeah, and you can tell out there on the mat. You know, he's gotten better from last year, his freshman season, and just progressively moving up the rankings here at 133.
All right, here we go. Underway, 133 pounds in the green for Cal Poly. That's Seth Romney. And in the red, whoa, that's Evan Frost defending a drag go behind here from Romney. Romney now on a single leg standing, trying to get that trip. Quick strike here for Romney. Almost has the three, but finds himself towards the out of bounds line as Frost. He potentially could get out of danger, but Romney, dog on a bone, trying to pull him back in. He's staying above the knee and back standing once more. Can Romney pull him a little more inbounds? Let's see. And now good job by Frost, man. That was a tough situation. He goes drag to that go behind, drops into the single, standing.
And that's Romney's main takedown. Hit that a couple times on Bouzakis. And you mentioned how big Romney is, his length. So guys are gonna wanna close the distance, but as they do, they gotta be careful about coming forward, getting hit with that drag, that pressure.
Good snap there by Romney. Frost, an All-American last year for Iowa State from Louisiana. There's a shot, high crotch attempt there by Romney, circles him off the mat, out of bounds. So far, it's Seth Romney going after it.
Yeah, we talked about Romney's path, but man, Evan Frost, a little bit of an unconventional path to the finals here. Had to pull out two come from behind victories over Klebov and Knox.
Of course, the late pin against Klebov, subject of a lot of discussion. And now it's Frost looking, whoa, just kind of. And Romney, that was absolutely filthy. Just like a little headshot there. Spun him around, easy three. He made it look easy at least. 129 remaining in the first. It's a 3-0 lead for Seth Romney, 3-1 after that Frost escape. Now Frost pressuring Romney towards the edge. Now completely off. Romney trying to circle back in. He doesn't want to give up that stall warning.
1 minute down, 1 minute.
Fake shot there from Frost. Shuck by.
Action call.
Stay inside. Here he comes.
Pulling on the head is Frost. Elbow control left side now.
You mentioned Frost, two come from behind victories, gonna have to do it again here, so probably not too concerned, but definitely not a strategy you wanna get into the habit of.
Absolutely not, and there the headgear comes off. Oh, it broke. Or just the chin cup fell off maybe.
Yeah, they throw another one up there.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that takedown from Seth Romney again. It was so smooth.
That'll be on our social media soon. Our guy Tyler's all over it. Oh, may have it. Right hand on the collar. Oh, his left hand. Just pulled him around. That was nice.
Yeah, you can see, man, even in that first drag go behind, Romney's really good at using his opponent's pressure against him. Creates his own offense out of that pressure, whether it's the snap or the drag. Really impressive stuff.
25 to go here in the first. Headgear has been repaired. A good snap too
15
from Romney there. Snapped his hand. See, he did it again, almost. Now he's in. Single leg, 10 seconds to finish. Can he do it? Coming up to his feet. Frost, I think he'll be able to avoid the takedown here, but another great attack from Romney.
Great job, Seth.
And that was a great first period for Seth Romney. Just 3 points to show for it, but a lot of really high quality attempts. And Frost's gonna go under to start the second. Quick stand-up hand control, and he's away, 3-2, and Frost takes that first step forward. And it's that forward pressure that you mentioned, John, that Romney seems to be able to use against his opponents there. That snap's also very effective as well. Good fake for Romney.
Let's go, Zed. Yep. Hand to hand. Here we come.
On that left-handed collar now. Elbow off attempt there from Frost, not there. 120 to go in the second. There's a single leg. Good shot by Evan Frost below the knee. Trying to circle behind. Now he's working to shelf that foot. Now a good whizzer here from Romney. Slowing things down, he picked him. Takes him straight down. No points yet. He's got a hard crossface there, but this could be a tough position to finish.
There it
There's
is.
the takedown. He stepped over and scooped that ankle. 3 more for Seth Romney. That was absolutely filthy.
Yeah, we talked about in the beginning the size, the length advantage of Romney, and it's almost like you're never safe.
Yeah.
Even when you're close to finishing there, he finds a way, picks that ankle, and turns it into his own offense.
Now Frost has really got to go. 6-3 the score.
You got 25, Zed.
Frost's been pressuring forward a lot. There's a good fake. It feels like the opportunities for Frost to score are gonna be there. He's gonna be able to get in, because he can be able to finish. He pulls that front headlock, 10 seconds to go, stepping through, inside trip. But Romney able to recover, nice job. He's on the foot, trying to pull that heel, but no. And it's 6-3 going into the third.
Yeah, Romney's gonna go down, and you think he's gonna get the escape, 7-3, but man, you can't count Evan Frost out.
No. Tripod from Romney. So right now you see Romney keeping his wrist really far away from Frost. He knows the tilt is the real danger with Evan Frost, and so he's gonna hide those wrists as much as he can. And they're gonna kick him 7-3. And Cal Poly corner very excited about that. So now a similar situation we had with Ramos Ventresca. Gonna need multiple scores if you're Evan Frost, who is continuing to march forward.
Yeah, and Romney can't just shut it down and look to defend. He's got to stay in bounds, keep in the hand fight. He's been really good this whole match.
Another shot attempt there. A stutter fake there by Romney. Minute 6 to go now. Marching forward with that collar tie is Evan Frost. Another shot attempt. Good head hands there by Seth Romney. They're going to warn him for stalling. And he has been retreating a little bit. You can feel that call is maybe coming now. Chin and arm position here. But Romney's got that elbow, or at least he had it briefly. You see Romney hiding that elbow. Doesn't want to give a big scoring opportunity there. 24 seconds to go. Frost has got to fire something. Now it's feet to back. Another shot attempt from Frost, 18 seconds to go. And an inside trip attempt there, now sweeping and driving him out of bounds is Seth Romney, 10 seconds to go. It's gonna have to be feet to back for Evan Frost. Frost coming forward. Romney can afford to evade. One last shot from Frost, 3 seconds to go. And Cal Poly, Seth Romney, what a run to the Cliff Keen title.
Seth Romney is the real deal, Christian. Really impressive performance for him, running through a really tough bracket on his way to a title.
And he's not, you know, 1 point here, 1 point there. He is scoring takedowns, multiple takedowns, beating really good guys. Romney's a guy to watch out for moving forward, no question. Let's take a look at some of his scores. This is that open, boom, that snap. Redirect, gets that takedown. That was pretty. And then that pick, man, that was beautiful. Reminds me of Vito Rujao.
Yeah.
What he did to Roman Brabant NCAA finals. Last time I saw that, also a 33-pound match. Great job by Seth Romney. And a reminder, tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern, #1 Penn State goes to Lehigh. Gonna be a fantastic duel. You can watch it live on FloWrestling. 133, you'll have Braden Davis taking on Ryan Crookham. You're gonna have 197, Josh Barr versus Michael Beard. And it's gonna be an amazing, amazing match. You're gonna wanna see that tomorrow at 2. When we come back, 141 pounds. Jesse Mendez versus Tegan Jamison. All right, getting ready to watch our first national champion of the evening, Jesse Mendez, the reigning 141-pound NCAA champion. And he's going to be cornered by some legendary 41-pounders, Logan Stieber and Jay Jaggers.
Yeah,
6 titles
Mendez.
between those two.
Yeah, good guys to have in your corner. And Jesse Mendez, his offense has been so impressive this season, especially this weekend at the CKLV. But Tegan Jamison, he's been on a good little run here. Take out Brock Hardy in the semis, but Mendez is a whole level up.
Absolutely. We are underway. 141. Jesse Mendez in the gray and scarlet of Ohio State, taking on Tegan Jamison in the orange for Oklahoma State. First of 5 Oklahoma State finalists we're going to see here this evening.
Jamison put together a really solid season last year, but fell a little short at the NCAA tournament.
41 was a really deep weight class last year. A lot of mixed bag of results. Tegan just a freshman last year, now a sophomore, I'm sure. Learned a lot from that experience. As Brock Hardy gets a quick cradle and pin over Coderham to get third. So all eyes on this finals match between Jesse Mendez and Tegan Jamison. Coach David Taylor and Jimmy Kennedy in the corner for Tegan. A lot of pressure from Mendez. Likes to pull that 2-on-1. Great down block reattacks, can fire leg attacks both sides. Trying to open Tegan up a little bit with those level change fakes.
Yeah, Jamison, pretty powerful 141-pounder. There's talks before the season, him moving up to 49, but back down here, and he's looking like an All-American contender for sure.
Both guys not showing too much at this point. See if either tries to push for a late takedown in this first period. 1:08 to go. Nice shot, and you see how quickly Mendez starts running to that left as he was looking for the angle, but good job by Tegan squaring up, getting those arms up, slowing down the counter offense of Mendez for the time being. 54 to go here in the first.
Yeah, you know, Mendez, he likes to mix it up, but Jamison, he can be a challenging guy to open up, likes to pick his spots, likes to hold position. So we'll see if, you know, the offensive Mendez can break through here.
Good fakes from Jamison. We'll see if he pulls the trigger. He single leg attempt, maybe a high crotch, and Mendez catches it. He's over under, and he is super powerful from this position. You see Tegan keeping his weight all the way back, and he's able to come up, but comes up and keeps that underhook as Mendez fires the leg attack. Good job by Tegan keeping his legs back. Looks for a trip, not there.
Yeah, Jamison was able to dig that left underhook in, bring Mendez up. I think that's what kept him from giving up that takedown. Mendez almost was able to run his feet through him there.
Impressive exchange there as we go scoreless into the second. Mendez gonna start the second underneath. Quick stand up for Mendez. He's looking for hands. He's got fingers. He turns and cuts for the escape.
You don't really see Mendez get ridden out much.
No, can't recall the last time. Probably have to go back to
it's true freshman year, maybe.
Freshman year, Roman, I think, rode him a little bit. He was pretty good. Mendez also a guy to keep your eye on in the senior level, freestyle, 65 kilograms. Has some really nice results there. For sure gonna be in the mix to make world teams in the future. You know, he's just a junior in college. And Mendez continuing to really, he's controlling center well, dictating. And you see Tagan just burying that head. Now they clear out of that tie. And Tagan, in his match against Hardy, there's a nice double leg as Tagan's able to pull him up. He really, it was a tactic really similar to this. Hardy was forward, 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 and then Tagan kind of stung him with one good single leg out the back door finish. And that was the difference in that match. I have to wonder if he's feeling like that's a similar tactic that he needs to take against Jesse Mendez. Volume shooting against Jesse, rarely gonna work.
Yeah, and volume shooting is not Jamison's style.
Right.
He is more pick your spot, hold really good position.
And there's a warning. I think that's well earned by Jesse Mendez. And second comes to a close. Jamison gonna go under.
And Mendez can ride on top. We'll see if he commits to it or if he wants to win this match on his feet.
Underway here in the third period. And wow, good job snagging that ankle, driving over top. And now leg comes in here for Mendez, keeping that head pressed down, trying to get that second boot in. We'll see if he can. Tagan's got that elbow in, trying to seal off and keep that boot out. Now he clears one leg, tripoding up now, Tagan Jamison. Mendez not wanting to give this escape up easily. You see him bumping forward with that right knee, but now sealed off. Tagan could come away here, but no. Quick lift, and they're gonna go off the mat out of bounds. Good ride there by Mendez. It was a quick 35-second chunk. And with his quick escape, he's 34 seconds away from potentially earning a riding time point. Lines up right, shoots that deep waist, and now chopping left side. Now threading maybe a bar. Drops down to the leg, a count begins. Drops again, but there's the escape. Good work underneath by Tagan.
Really good job by Jamison. Man, I know there's still a minute to go here. Jamison wants to win this match, but I'm impressed. For Jamison to keep it this close with a minute to go.
Yeah, it's in the balance. This is not where Jesse Mendez thought this match was probably gonna be. But at the same time, it's been Mendez's match that he's wrestled, and Tagan's really had a hard time getting close there. Nice little flurry, single leg. Mendez trying to circle back behind. You see Tagan going after the hand of Mendez. Now it's shelf. This is gonna be a tough position, but that whizzer could slow things down.
Yeah, he's still holding that whizzer in there. 30 seconds to go.
Now he dives under, gets that leg, but no, catches that hip, and there's the three for Mendez. Persistence paying off for Jesse Mendez. Up 4-1 now with 20 seconds to go. That should seal it. And now he's got Tagan flattened out underneath with that wrist controlled. And now with 12 seconds to go, Mendez certainly in the driver's seat to win a title here.
Yeah, really mature win for Jesse Mendez.
Gives up that escape, but that's it. Match over. Great win for Jesse Mendez. He goes back-to-back here at Vegas, won a year ago and now winning this year. Strong showing by Jesse Mendez, but hats off to Tagan Jamison as well. Nice tournament and gave Jesse Mendez, the national champion, a very competitive match.
Yeah, definitely a step forward for Jamison, but you see why Jesse Mendez is a national champion. Wrestling a tough guy, defensive guy. Mendez sticks to his guns, wears them out, and then when he gets his opening, he's able to take advantage, as you see there, the takedown, the go-ahead takedown. Jesse Mendez, he is your champion here at 141 pounds.
And now we're going to be moving up to 149 pounds. CKLV Finals rematch from a year ago. Caleb Hansen of Virginia Tech, the reigning national champion, taking on Ridge Lovett of Nebraska. All right, go time here in Vegas. Every year this tournament brings it, the toughest tournament of the year, every year. This year is no different. Love coming out to Vegas and seeing this amazing action. We're set to go here at 149. That's the hitman, Caleb Henson, the national champion. He took out Ridge Lovett in the semis. Lovett took round 1 of this series. This will be the rubber match between these two.
Yeah, and this match really has come down to riding.
Yeah.
Both times, you know. It was a riding time point at CKLV last year, and then in the NCAA tournament. What happened there? It was
Henson
went under.
Or I think Henson, Lovett may have taken top and he got away.
And he got away.
And then in the, so it was, I think a 1-0 final.
Yeah.
Henson got the
1-0.
escape. He was able to figure out the leg ride. And I mean, Lovett may be one of the best leg riders in the country. I would certainly say he's the best wrestler from top at 149.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, we saw his, you know, his mat game was the difference in his semi against Echemendia. Echemendia up. Lovett gets a reversal as soon as he gets on top, takes Echemendia over, and that was it.
All right, handshake, and here we go. Caleb Henson in the black, Virginia Tech taking on Nebraska's Ridge Lovett, and you see Ridge Lovett taking ground right away, big snap. But it's Henson firing a leg attack, Lovett able to get out of there. Henson from Georgia, Lovett from Idaho. And there's a low shot in deep, trying to come out the back door. Henson in a good position, but Lovett's counter scrambling is absolutely elite. Now still on a single leg, same position here. Lovett wants to trap that arm, can't. Now coming up standing. Henson's got to be careful here because the refs get nervous in this position and they'll stop it. I don't know if Henson maybe didn't feel super comfortable where he was in that finish and he got up to his feet maybe just for that stalemate, because it feels like you get in like that. You
try to work for a finish.
Yeah,
but
yeah. He must not have liked something in there. And there's a shot by Ridge Lovett, cleared by Caleb Henson, who catches the front headlock. Now he looks dresser dump, not there. Good head position there. Lovett clearing that underhook. Great early action. Shin for Henson, got that front headlock. They'll stalemate it. Back to center we go. Minute 45 left in the first. Fake from Ridge Lovett. Dunk attempt there by Henson, not there. Shot, now looking to re-attack is Lovett, can't get it. And now it's Lovett. Elbow control attack, not there, but he comes up upper body. Over under as you see Henson trying to pummel in, clear that position. He stutters out of it. Good head position for Lovett though.
50 seconds to go. Even though we haven't seen a point, a lot of good exchanges. Definitely a hard hand fight. Not a boring match by any means.
And you would think going scoreless favors Lovett, just because he has the you know, kind of the X factor with his top wrestling ability and puts Henson in a tough position. But it's Henson like, hey, I got away once, I'm gonna test the waters again. That's what I'm excited to see as we got 25 to go, 2-on-1 for Caleb Henson. Posting that head. And now trying to throw it by. That was vicious by Henson. Is that 3? Yes, it is. 3 on the takedown for Caleb Henson. Scrambling in is Ridge Lovett. And we're going to get a reversal right at the end. That's huge because he's going to ride out 3-2 at the break. Wow.
So Nebraska's corner is asking for locked hands.
He kept the lock until he got the 3.
And you'll see it here that throws that 2-on-1 down, gets behind, has the hands
He's waiting
locked.
to hear he gets 3.
3
He gets
awarded.
3, he immediately lets go.
Let's go. So yeah, good call there on the mat. But
No.
fun little exchange there at the end. And man, give it to Lovett, not giving up in that position, scrambling through, getting the reversal, making it 3-2 rather than 3-0 at the end of the first.
Pressuring forward, and if you're Henson, do you mess around with a reversal here?
Maybe he's just trying to give himself as much time
to get away.
To get away, right? Yeah, building some riding time, giving him a little cushion.
Yeah.
If he needs to go down in the third.
And this is where Iowa State did not even want anything to do with the mat with Ridge Lovett, to the point that as soon as Echemendia would get takedowns, the corner was saying, cut him, cut him,
get
cut
away
him.
from him.
Yeah, you don't want anything to do with it. And a caution on Henson.
Yes.
Quick stand up, trying to return is Caleb Henson. And Henson's gonna let him go. 3-3 on the scoreboard, 25 seconds of riding time for Caleb Henson. And you wonder if the time match, you say, hey, we just keep it neutral in the third. It depends how this second period concludes.
Right.
Underhook, shallow underhook on that left side for Caleb Henson. Stalemated. Minute 7 remaining in the second. Wonder if Henson pushes for a takedown. You see, it's Lovett taking ground here. Staying in Henson's face, trying to crowd.
Hey, get him playing catch up. Let's go. Get him faking. Circle to the corner. Yes. The right hand down. Keep playing.
40 seconds to go. Lovett was a Big Ten champion last year, the top seed at NCAAs.
Right on. Extend that. Snap. Top of the head. 30.
Wound up placing 6th. But no doubt about it, he is a title contender this year at 149. Coming on the final 24 seconds, hard club there by Caleb Henson. The collar, there's 2 are ear to ear and looking for that pick is Ridge Lovett. Second comes to an end. What does Caleb Henson do? And Coach Freyer says neutral. What's he say?
Neutral.
Yeah, he says neutral. And that's just the respect that Ridge Lovett commands. You got away from him last year, but you don't have to get the escape. You feel like you have a slight advantage on your feet. You have the only takedown of the match. Go win it on your feet if you're Caleb Henson. And for Lovett, 1 takedown's all you need to potentially put this match in reality out of reach.
Yeah, haven't really seen Lovett get too close to scoring on his feet just yet. He's doing a good job in the hand fight, controlling the action, but man, now you see Henson really good with that 2-on-1. This is how he scored in the first.
And Lovett circles back in just in the nick of time, avoiding a potential warning. And the Nebraska staff imploring Lovett to get to his underhook. He's great out of those upper body ties, over under body lock. But yeah, the leg attacks for Lovett are definitely an area of focus for him. He's talked about. 55 to go. Henson, oh, beautiful
wow.
duck under, nothing yet. Wow. And you felt the respect Henson showed. He came around the body. Lovett wrapped that overhook, and Henson immediately disengaged.
Yep.
That's a lot of respect. He ghosted that duck under. That's beautiful. Now double unders. He's feeling comfortable there. 28 seconds to go in regulation. No one scores, we'll go to a sudden victory overtime. Oh, and now Lovett takes his eye off the ball a little bit, gets hit for stalling. He was looking at the clock. Hinson takes a shot, gets warned for stalling. Immaterial, though, as we head to sudden victory, 3-3. They really want to see Lovett work out of upper body. Coach Travell Delagnev saying, get your hands locked. There's a single leg, nice shot, but good defense from Caleb Hinson. And now it's a re-attack there from Caleb Hinson. Doubled off, he's close.
There it is.
Lovett gives up the takedown. Hinson, your winner, 6-3 in overtime. Close match. Hinson gets it done. 2 takedowns, the difference there.
Yeah, really fun match there. And man, the battle on the feet. Look at Caleb Hinson giving the Spider-Man pose, I think.
Okay.
But man, that really good hand fight from Caleb Hinson, man, working to the leg attack and able to finish cleanly. That was the key in that overtime finish.
Yeah, and here's that first takedown from that 2-on-1, just throws him down. Just uses that forward pressure from Lovett. Tosses him down for 2, and then you had the reversal from Lovett after that. And here's the final sequence, kind of a re-attack situation. Gets both legs, able to circle really well, avoids any of the counter scrambling of Lovett. And that was the deciding takedown in that match. Great match. And now we're gonna move on up to 157. We're gonna see another Husker on the mat. Antrell Taylor taking on UNI's Ryder Downey. Experience is now here. Head to flowcollege.com to watch more than 12,000 college sporting events from 12 different conferences, all in one place. There we are. Time for 157-pound finals. It's going to be Antrell Taylor taking on Ryder Downey. Kozak, your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, really interesting matchup for sure. We saw Antrell Taylor last year earn All-American honors up at 165 pounds. And Ryder Downey, he was just a revelation to me last year. Reaches the round of 12, but had a solid season from start to finish. Beat Cody Chittum a number of times. Beat a couple other All-Americans throughout his season, Peyton Robb. But yeah, man, this should be a good one.
Good test, and really Ryder just makes points. Really hard to score. If you don't finish quick on him, it's gonna be a challenge, but Antrell Taylor may have the recipe for success as we are now underway 157. Antrell Taylor, the white and red of Nebraska, taking on Ryder Downey of UNI in the purple.
Yeah, both these guys really good in scramble positions in their semis. They really displayed that. If you have some time, go back and watch Taylor's takedown out of the scramble against Patty Gallagher. Thing of beauty. And then Ryder Downey beat Joey Blaze. Really scrambly, fun match. So we could see a lot of fun wrestling positions in this one.
Antrell Taylor moving down from 165, where he was an All-American last year. had a really strong showing, but it was known all along he would be at 157 after Peyton Robb graduated, and that's just what's happened. And he has been very good to start his season at 157.
Yeah, for not being a 165-pounder, some of the guys that he beat is ultra impressive. Peyton Hall, Cam Amin.
That's the finals.
Yeah,
after this.
Coming up after this, yeah. Antrell Taylor has wins over both those guys.
Antrell, a really hard guy to score on him. Ryder Downey, you know, when you think about how is he going to be able to generate offensive score, probably looking to counter score off of something Antrell does. As you see Antrell throw that underhook on the right side, he's really good from that position.
Little throw by.
Yeah, slide by attempt there, trying to get that angle, but Antrell doing a good job squaring up. He hasn't just yet. Near leg threaded in there, but Antrell's like, let's just go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Let's go, Ryder!
And man, Ryder made that a little more interesting than I thought it would on that score. It looked like Antrell had already kind of squared up on that slide by, but when Ryder threaded that near leg in, made it a little more interesting, but no score, minute 25 to go in the first. Oops. Antrell, a little pop to the face, but it's all good.
Thankful they took away that hands to the face point.
Oh my gosh, remember that?
I don't want to.
No. Both these guys representing their home state. Antrell from Nebraska, Omaha. Ryder Downey from Iowa. He had some great wins last year as well. A lot of hand fighting so far. Just the slide by attempt so far as Antrell threatens a double leg.
Find your distance. 15.
Collar tie there, inside control for Antrell Taylor, 7 to go. Downey clears. And a pretty cautious first period from both.
A little surprising, you know, considering what I know about Antrell Taylor. He likes to score points. He's got a lot of ability to, but we didn't really see too many committed attacks from either wrestler.
Downey lines up right side, quick little stand up by Antrell Taylor. Wrist there for Downey, and he's good at this. He gets some tilt from standing, gets the wrist, trying to put him down, and he maintains control as they go off the mat out of bounds. And are they gonna talk about something?
Not quite sure if they're looking at maybe cutback or, you know, leaving your feet.
I don't know.
I didn't see that. Yeah, cutback.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see. It's when he's lifting. All right, does he leave both his feet and get pressure behind?
I don't think so.
You would have to slow that down.
It's hard to tell because his shoes are very close to the same color as the mat, you know?
And is that a strategic choice?
It could be.
By the UNI staff. It could be.
A little bit of a green screen.
Oh, there was a second there. He was up and behind both knees. If we could go back, I think they may have it.
Can you read lips?
No, but I'd love to use some Clorox wipes right about now. I don't know. There looked like a period of time where he left both his feet. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be one. Nope, nothing. Okay, good. That's not really what they're looking, you know, the spirit of the rule anyway. So Downey's still on top, but you saw Antrell was able to come up to his feet, but Downey has a great ability to capture the wrist and roll and tilt from that position. That's got to be what he's looking for. and trying to return. He's got that 2-on-1. Antrell doing a nice job staying on his feet. I like that they're not, I feel like Ryder's trying to turn.
Yeah.
I feel like Antrell's trying to get away. Let those sequences continue. Don't need a stall warning. Both guys are trying to score. And that's Antrell Taylor jumping the gun slightly. Another quick stand-up. He's got that wrist. Here he goes. Trying to roll him. He's got the breakdown. This is big trouble potentially. This is Ryder's position. Rolling through.
He's got
it. Are coming. Oh, just 2-1 counts. No backers. And now Antrell puts him on his back. Reversal in 2
swipes.
We're going to have a break.
Oh, wow. This is a big challenge.
I think they got it all right. I think it was 2-1 counts for Downey. And then I think
it was close.
Antrell 2 reversal, 2 near fall. The good thing is both Coach Schwab and Manning are going to be very chill about this entire experience.
Oh, yeah. They're super calm, cool-headed.
They're yelling at each other.
They're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. We see.
Man,
I don't know, man. It is close.
He kept high enough, and then 1.
Ooh, man.
Look at the cameraman. He loves it. Yeah, what do you do here?
And a perfect brick toss there.
Great brick toss.
It is close. I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think we're going to see anything change.
They did not award near fall. Did you know that? They just went 2 reversal.
They just went 2 reversal.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's going to stay
2-0.
2-0.
I thought they awarded. I thought he had 2 swipes for
watching
Taylor.
it live, but yeah, and then watching the replay, I don't know. It is so close.
Robbie Smith's involved there.
I want to tell you, Robbie Smith was fired up during the heavyweights.
He stays fired up. That's Robbie Smith. There you see him. He's helping us out here with the arena, pulling up that replay.
And we'll take a look at it again.
Schwab's asking me. I don't want to say. Man, I can't believe he didn't get 2-1. Antrell just stayed high enough. I don't know, man. You know what? I think you could give the near fall there. That's going to be tough. It'll be tough to award 2 near fall after not awarding it originally.
Well, and it certainly looks like near fall when you're watching in slow motion, right? Because he seems like he's there for a really long time, but
yeah, I got a 4 count in slow mo.
Yeah, right. But live, he clearly 1 count, but then he comes way off the mat,
on his elbows, kind of high.
And so I don't know. I'm glad I'm not the one making the call. I'm glad I'm just the one talking about it.
I wish I could do both.
Yeah. Yeah. What would your call be? What would you say?
I would say no near fall for Ryder Downey, and I probably would have gone 2 reversal, and I think there's 2 backers for Antrell there.
Okay.
But don't tell Coach Schwab. Don't let him watch this video after it's posted. But I don't think that's going to be the call.
I think it's going to stay as is. I would be surprised if we see anything added.
Vibes-wise, it feels good. Like, Ryder almost had a turn, Antrell has a turn. Okay, neither get a turn, and then you just get the reversal.
Yeah, let's keep the vibes good.
Yeah. We're all about that. All right, here we go. We're about to get the decision from the official. Let's see. No near fall. Oh. So they give the near fall. That's what I said.
Wow. Wow.
That's big.
And they said that was the call on the mat.
Okay.
So
they just didn't have it on the scoreboard.
They just didn't award the points. So they did award 2 and 2.
All right.
They just never put the points on.
Give me a whistle.
Wow.
So that's huge. And for Downey, I wonder how many times a wrestler gets out of it. I mean, he had the wrist perfectly cinched, great roll through, got him right in the basket, and just couldn't hold him. Coach Schwab has a giant scar on his forehead from, no doubt, just the guy still gets after it every day. I don't know, we've had a lot of good Robbie Smith time, but if you get a shot at Coach Schwab at some point, just show that nice scar on his forehead as he sits down in his chair.
All right, we're ready to go.
Enough scar talk, I guess. We're back to action after a slight delay. 4-0 Antrell Taylor, that's big. Sealing off, trying to get the escape, and does. Ryder Downey on the board, 4-1. He gets rid of the ankle band.
Get him out of the face. Score. Keep scoring.
And now for Downey. You missed that near fall just barely.
Need a takedown.
Yeah.
Flip that coin. There's another takedown. There's a space for that.
Maybe you take top in the third. That close to a turn.
That close to a turn. I think you can probably get up to a minute of riding time. Nah, might not be a bad choice.
If he can get a breakdown, that's a big challenge with Antrell. Does such a good job getting up to his feet. 14 seconds to go in the second period. There's a shot, but there you see that underhook, pulls him up. Great defense from Antrell Taylor. And that's it for the second. We'll head to the third.
He's gonna go
Down. He's gonna go under. And he escaped really quickly. We'll see if Antrell commits a little more to the ride this time. Chop, but you see Downey does a good job of that seal, hands in his away. 4-2 on the scoreboard. But Downey's gonna need a takedown.
Don't let him slow you down. He's trying to slow you down.
Collar tie for Antrell Taylor. Snap there by Downey. Minute 30 to go. Underhook for Antrell once more. Cleared out. Minute 20 now. Downey fired one leg attack. Got in pretty deep, but was pulled up by the underhook. Let's see how he adjusts. Mark Manning's talking to me. He said something about the weed convention, which is happening adjacent.
So under a minute to go now. Downey's still hunting.
There's a
for
warning
that.
against Antrell. 50 seconds to go. Stalling probably not going to play a big role here. Now slide by to the single leg. Good head position there. Antrell really making it hard to break through his position. 33 to go. Antrell doing a good job staying engaged. Not giving him an opportunity for a stall. And now this over-under type of position, not where you want to be if you're Ryder Downey. He's firing the ball, big pancake. Takes it through. No takedown though, he just circles around. Highlight throw, but for no points. 10 seconds to go. Antrell gonna keep him at bay. Another shot for Ryder Downey, man, this was a fun one. Slide by attempt, and it's Antrell Taylor, a 4-3 winner. And he finds Tyler.
He's got a message for sure.
He has a message. Great performance by Antrell Taylor, bringing home the title.
And really, man, it all comes down to that one exchange. 1 second. 1 second is what wins the match for Antrell Taylor. One swipe of near fall gives him the edge. And man, it was a close match.
This was the exchange here. Almost, he just gets up. And I wonder how surprised Ryder was that he was able to boom. Take him over, put him on his back for the 2 and 2. And then Ryder made it interesting at the end, but then this pancake. 4 in freestyle, nothing here in folk style.
Love it.
And it's a 4-3 final for Nebraska's Antrell Taylor. The #1 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the Lehigh Mountain Hawks. 2 o'clock on FloWrestling. Coming up back next, 165, West Virginia's Peyton Hall taking on Oklahoma State's Cam Amin. As always, a great tournament here in Las Vegas, a potential history-making tournament for the Cowboys. Known as the Las Vegas Classic, renamed Cliff Keen to honor Hall of Fame coach Cliff Keen, former Michigan wrestling coach, a longtime wrestling icon, and making a little bit of history here. The Cowboys, first time since 1983, a team had 9 in the top 4, and here's one of the wrestlers in the top 4, Cam Amin, wrestling here in the finals against Peyton Hall of West Virginia. Peyton Hall had some action-packed matches, including another win over Hunter Garvin of Stanford to make it to this point. And for Cam Amin, it was a tight win over Bubba Wilson. Sudden victory takedown iced it.
Yeah, Amin, a 3-time All-American, but you know, if he has any criticism, it is he likes to keep matches close, and sometimes that works out in his favor, but sometimes it comes back to sting him.
Shot there early from Cam Amin. Peyton Hall pulls him up over under. And Peyton Hall, he likes a more active match. He loves to mix it up in exchanges and scrambles, but Cam Amin's finishing kind of a little, I don't want to say scramble proof, but he's a quick, efficient finisher. Whereas guys that get in on single legs and can have extended finishes, that's where Peyton Hall can make their lives very difficult. And in the corner for Cam Amin, a pair of highly successful 65-pounders in their own right. 4-time All-American, NCAA finalist Tyler Caldwell, and of course David Taylor, the head coach, 2-time Hodge Trophy Award winner at 165 pounds. Cam Amin transferred from Michigan to Oklahoma State for his final year of competition. Peyton Hall, now a 2-time All-American for the Mountaineers. He's a West Virginia native. Stayed home. He's done a great job for Tim Flynn's Mountaineers as he fires a left-handed single leg. Cam Amin does a good job squaring up.
It's pretty amazing. Both these guys have been wrestling at 165 since 2021, but have never wrestled.
Curious. 1:50 to go, excuse me, 1 minute to go. Left-handed collar for Peyton Hall. Thumb blocking away is Cam Amin. 42 seconds to go. A shot attempt there by Amin. Hall holding good position. Looking here, the size advantage for Hall is pretty apparent. And there's a slide by attempt. Amin, good job squaring up. He is really quick. A lot of power as 15 seconds to go here in the first. And that's it for the first. Not a lot of offense, not a lot of attempts. We'll head to the second. Hall gonna go under right away. Gonna try to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Amin not really known for his turns on top, but he can put together a ride if he really puts his effort to it.
Quick quad pod up by Peyton Hall. He's looking for fingers. Nice lift there. Hall staying on his feet though. Another nice lift, but not able to put those hips down on the mat is Cam Amin. And we'll head back to center. 0-0. 15 seconds of riding time for Cam Amin. And nice little switch attempt, creates a little bit of space. One more switch, throwing those hips, quad podding up, and Cam's committed to this one, but Hall not wanting to be denied. He's got the hand. Can he turn and cut? Nope. And they're gonna warn him. Warn Amin. And they really want to see Cam commit to this ride. Coach Taylor warned him to stay on top, keep working for that riding time point. You need to return quickly here if you're Cam Amin. You got to cut. You have to have that internal clock counting down, knowing if you don't return, you can give him a stall call. And be very costly in that situation, as he would give up a point. Hall escapes. He's on the board. 1-0, 43 seconds of riding time for Cam Amin. You know, Hall really tough from the top position. Those seconds could be precious for Cam Amin still as a means to avoid giving up a potential riding time point against Peyton Hall.
Yeah, and that's what hurt Amin and that opening weekend against Bear Claw, who's wrestling on the other match for third, but did come down to a riding time point. Got ridden out that whole period. I spoke with Amin, and he said, you know, that's going to be a point of emphasis, getting out on bottom. He knows he can't let that happen if he wants to beat the best guys at this weight.
.19 seconds, left-handed single again for Peyton Hall, but you see the speed and elusiveness of Cam Amin.
Yeah, it's one of the things that maybe people miss about Amin is his athleticism.
Yes.
You know, he's known for being defensive, but part of that is being able to be so quick and elusive, like you said.
Third period now, Amin gonna go under. We'll see if he can use his speed and explosion to get away quickly as he seals off well on that left side. Got a good read on that whistle, but dropping down to the ankles really well is Peyton Hall. The count begins, but standing single looking to trip, and they go out of bounds. 10 seconds. Tick off. Cam did a great job on that left side sealing, but the right hand was able to drop down to that ankle. Now lining up on the right side. Once again, dropping down to that foot, standing single leg, and the count begins. Hall likely to be warned for stalling, except Cam kicking away. They're gonna give the warning. So a warning apiece from the top position. If you're Peyton Hall, if you don't get the quick breakdown, you might think about letting them loose. with a, looked like a claw on that right side. Oh, he was on the headgear, wow. And now Hall.
Let's go, Peyton, go get it, go get it.
And no, they don't call it, so it's 1-1. Riding time not a factor. Takedown will very likely decide this one.
Yeah, a minute to go. If we don't see a takedown, we'll go to a 2-minute sudden victory overtime on our feet. So seems like 3 minutes, someone will get a takedown in that time.
It does.
Open up. Get him out of the figure.
But who fires first? You know, who's going to take that committed attack? For Amin, he's got a powerful double.
Yes, keep it up.
All
keep it
pressuring.
up. Yes.
Pass by, catches the
Yes,
foot.
got it,
Man, you see
got it,
Amin
got it.
turning, kicking away, and Amin's got to be careful with that, with a warning. There's a post shot.
He's got the double.
He's got his hands locked on the double leg. Peyton Hall turning it, trying to keep his feet on the mat. Whizzer here from Peyton Hall. He's got that leg threaded through. Interesting exchange here. Nothing yet. He's got that
He's got
whizzer
the
still.
leg.
Boot in. What's the call? Nothing yet. Hall comes around.
Out of bounds.
Wow. That was unbelievable. I don't know.
Amin wants the brick. Oh,
Tim Flynn
and
wants
Tim
the
Flynn
brick.
wants the brick. Okay. I don't think it's a takedown for Hall with reaction time and
No.
going out of bounds when they blew that whistle. And I don't think it was a takedown for Cam Amin either. Here you see
That was a pretty magical
leg
exchange there.
in, but roll
I don't
through.
think so. Not beyond reaction time. I don't think this is 3.
And no, either way, not for Hall.
Flynn's just fired up with this brick.
It's certainly
no, it's not 3.
It's certainly closer for Amin, but I
That's
think
the danger in this brick here.
yeah.
I don't think it's a takedown for either.
I don't know.
And with reaction time, and I feel like no one had it beyond, right?
Yeah.
Bear Claw wrestles back for 3rd. Good turn to him. All right, here's the scenario. Whizzer down. Boot in for just the moment, and then he rolls. And I think what they'll probably say, this not beyond reaction time.
Yeah, no, he wasn't even behind when the hand was down, so
Yeah.
certainly not for Peyton Hall. But you know, Coach Taylor in the corner, he really wants him to look at that leg in for Amin. But as you said, with reaction time, call on the mat
No
stands,
yep.
no takedown. So we're gonna have what, 10 seconds on the clock. Coach Flynn maybe wants a little clarification here.
There's always the post-challenge clarification.
Love the post-challenge challenge.
Yes. All right, here we go. And we look bound for sudden victory. And that attack from Amin
That's the
was
one you
great.
want.
It is. But the length of Hall was the issue there. He couldn't get him lifted. He was able to keep his toes on the mat. But that does feel like the attack.
Yeah, I'm curious if it would have been better to stay on the legs rather than to come up around the body, give him that opportunity to get the whizzer in.
We'll see what adjustments come. There's a shot, single leg for Cam Amin. Now looking to drag out of it is Peyton Hall. Can't get it. There's a shot, long shot.
Oh, nice
Shuts it
throw.
wide. He gets the 3.
Peyton Hall.
Great takedown by Peyton Hall, bringing home the title at Cliff Keen, Las Vegas. Great match, a couple of fire exchanges there, but it's Peyton Hall, the winner here. Good match.
Yeah, really good job executing in overtime there for Peyton Hall, winning that exchange.
Get a quick look at that. That was a really nice shot. Take a look at the highlights here. shot and then just kind of whoop. Tosses that elbow through. Looks, he misses big on that high crotch and then just takes that right elbow, passes it by for 3. That was really slick. Good chain wrestling. When we come back, it's gonna be 174 pounds, Dean Hamady versus Lorenzo Norman after this. All right, we're back. Ready for 174 pounds and expect points in this one, John Kozak.
Oh yeah, both these guys know how to put up big points, and Lorenzo Norman, you remember, had a breakout last year at the CKLV, defeating NCAA champion Shane Griffith, and he is looking good this year, Christian, as well.
Yeah, no question about it. Had some nice wins to make it to the finals here, but Dean Hamady has been scoring points like crazy this entire match, or this entire tournament, I should say. Lorenzo Norman in the red for Stanford Cardinal. Dean Hamady in the orange, Oklahoma State, and Norman looks enormous.
Yeah, he's the one guy.
There's a shot right away. Locks his hands. He's in great position to score here. Whizzer here from Dean Hamady. That foot on there, big lift, nothing yet. Still, Hamady continuing to fight as he tries to pull that leg. Posting the head and keeping his hands locked as Lorenzo Norman still no score. Hamady drops down to the ankle, maybe frees things for a moment. And now the hands no longer locked. And man, Dean Hamady fighting out of that opening attack, super impressive. Not out of the woods yet, but getting that hand from being locked to unlocked, very impressive.
Yeah.
What an opening attack there.
Yeah, really, really incredible, and that's what you get with Lorenzo Norman.
And it's a shot from Hamady looking re-attack is Norman.
Spoke with Coach Ayers at the beginning of the season, trying to get a feel for his lineup, where we should rank people. Said, hey, anything else I should know? He says, yes, Lorenzo Norman is a monster. So high expectations for Norman this year out of Stanford.
Coach Ayers has a tough squad out in Palo Alto. Some pretty tough guys in red shirt as well with Cardenas and Aiden Valencia. And still a tough squad here at CKLV as Hamady looks for the drag. And been a lot of good exchanges here. Hamady bonused his way to the finals. Major in the quarters, Tech in the semis, I believe. And when guys attack his legs, he has been so methodical in counter scoring.
1 minute.
Curious how pace can play a role in the result here. Drag for Hamady. And now looking to counter, almost in, now a single leg for Lorenzo. Now pops his head to the outside, standing, close to 3. Nothing yet. And that's gonna be, gotta be, wait, not? Okay, I guess not. It looks like he's doubled off. That's a takedown for Lorenzo Norman. Great job by Lorenzo Norman on that takedown. I mean, he was so close on that first one, and this one not to be denied. Now, this 20 seconds is key, 27 seconds. Lorenzo for sure gonna commit to the ride here. Hamady knows how important it's gonna be to get away. And Lorenzo jumped the gun here. And goes to that claw on the left side, does Norman. Good forward pressure here. And he's got that hand. They go off the mat, out of bounds, 19 seconds. Claw on the left. Little changeover from Hamady. Lift now switching, trying to clear those hips. He's up, another switch attempt. He catches the leg. Nothing, two, that's huge.
Wow.
Getting that reversal into the period. 3-2 Norman after one. Just good chain wrestling, kept firing those hips for the switch, switching again. Created that opening and took advantage of it.
And the mat awareness too, on the edge there as he gets that reversal, keeping his toes in rather than going out of bounds. Really big score for Hamady at the end of the period, and it's going to be Hamady's choice going into the second.
Yep. Norman lining up, well, eventually, on that right side, claws. And once again, good job by Hamady clearing those hips, getting the escape. 3-3 on the scoreboard. And there's a shot for Lorenzo Norman. He is in deep. Head sneaks outside. You see Hamady trying to fire those legs back, and he's breaking the posture of Lorenzo Norman, but Norman able to recover pretty well. Now, in on that near ankle. This is a good position for Dean Hamady. Loses it now. Norman using his length well to prevent any go-behinds, at least for the time being, as they stalemate it.
And even though he doesn't score there, you mentioned earlier, Hamady's been so successful when guys have been in on his legs, and just ultra impressive for Norman. Wasn't really in much of a danger of giving up points. Hamady was attacking, trying to get the angle, but was able to stay square.
And really, Hamady hasn't been able to get his offense going yet. He attacks well both sides. He's got this great pick series he uses.
And Norman's one of the few guys he's going to face that can not only match his length, but probably a little bit bigger frame, a little taller.
Over collar there. Now clearing the tie is Hamady. Good little attack from Hamady and a re-attack by Norman, and he fires from space. He's so good. He in, head outside. Now looking to lock the crotch is Dean Hamady. He's got him completely lifted. He's trying to hold him. I've never seen this before.
You don't see this too often.
He's got him completely suspended in air. And the second will end with Lorenzo Norman's feet high in the air for an extended period of time.
Now, does Norman go underneath, or does he stay neutral?
I think he'd probably go under. We'll learn a lot here.
Hamady's so good on top. He could ride out for a win here.
Left side, whoa, that was easy. Gets that breakdown right away. And at this point,
you got to have some urgency if you're Norman here.
Yeah. Now that crossface. He likes to use this to set up his crossface cradle. He can transition to a bundle. That hip gets turned the other way.
And Hamady already eliminating riding time. Now it's building in his favor. Norman called for stalling, and he is not doing much underneath.
Yep, this was not the move, I don't think. And now he's got that potential bar tilt, this Hamady. He's got the wrist completely controlled. And Norman just kind of keeping sealed off with that left arm.
Yeah.
And there he gets his arm out.
Hamady,
but he cannot build.
No, Hamady 15 seconds away from a minute of riding time.
And staying on that bundle crossface.
There it is.
23 seconds and riding time over a minute now. So he could give up the escape and it would still be tied with riding time. But I don't think that's coming. They're gonna stalemate it. One last opportunity. And he rode him for that entire minute 45. That's the only restart there's been, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a little curious why now, you know, with 14 seconds to go. You were in that position for so long. Why not earlier, or why not just let it ride out? What changed?
I think just what you said, why not?
Yeah.
And there's a quick little changeover attempt. Norman's up to his feet. And he goes Granby, yikes. Hamady catches, riding those hips well. And that's how it's gonna end.
Wow.
Lorenzo Norman, an impressive run, but it's Dean Hamady's day. Gets it done in the third with the ride out for the 4-3, and he kind of does the...
Yeah.
That was a close one.
Yeah, you know, and you come back to the reversal at the end of the first period. I mean, that really is the difference. Without that, Hamady's losing. He's down by 3, but you see how savvy DJ Hamady is, finds a way and wins 4-3, but I am impressed with Lorenzo Norman. Gets the only takedown of the match. You see it here, but DJ Hamady able to find a way to win, getting that reversal and the ride out in the third. Keeping those toes in bounds, just barely. DJ Hamady's your winner at 174 pounds.
Amazing set of finals so far, and we're headed up to 184. NCAA Finals rematch when we come back. Keckeisen versus Black. Beautiful evening here in Las Vegas as we're just have 3 matches to go, John. This has been an absolute blur. The wrestling's been so good. An amazing set of finals, and now we're, in many ways, the premier event. It's the NCAA Finals premier match. NCAA Finals rematch between Keckeisen and Platt, but this series has been pretty lopsided in Keckeisen's favor.
Yeah, Keckeisen won 3 times last year over Dustin Plott. 2 of them, I believe, by major decision. But the first match, it was close. In the 3rd period, Dustin Plott actually held the lead before Keckeisen was able to regain it. So we're going to see Parker Keckeisen take on Dustin Plott here. We're underway at 184 pounds.
Keckeisen in the purple for UNI. He was a national champion a year ago. Taking on Dustin Plott in the orange for Oklahoma State. And that pressure from Keckeisen. Sometimes he'll wrestle from space, sometimes in those ties. And now he's moving forward. And for Plott, hey man, it's like not a lot to lose, plenty to learn. These guys are likely going to see each other again after this.
Yeah, you got to think this is like a preview of NCAA semifinals. You know, at the NCAA tournament, this could be a match you see on
Big
Friday
12
night.
final,
yeah, Big 12 finals. And we just saw a few weeks ago, Keckeisen so close with Carter Starachi.
Yeah, overtime win for Starachi, who's looking for his 5th NCAA title. Of course, you can watch him tomorrow against Lehigh, 2 o'clock Eastern. Right now, focus on Parker Keckeisen. Pop, pop, and fires a single.
Looks like we got some blood.
A little bit of blood.
Dustin Plott, and
looks like they're sharing, because a little blood on Keckeisen's forehead as well. Maybe the top of Parker's head, so this will be blood time.
Yeah, and if you're, Dustin Plott, you get to train with World Olympic champion David Taylor every day. You got to think he's made some gains in the room over the last 6-7 months. I spoke with Plott a few weeks back at Oregon State when Oklahoma State dueled there, and asked him about his time at Oklahoma State. Summing up, he said this is the best 5 years of his life. Just so grateful for the time that he was able to spend in Stillwater, and so grateful to be a senior competing for the Cowboys.
Oklahoma through and through.
Mm-hmm.
There you see coming out with that underhook is Parker Keckeisen. And single leg attempt, but they're going to hit him for stalling. And Coach Taylor not happy with that call. And continuing to march is Keckeisen, and he's got to be, Plott's got to be careful. He felt like he got dinged in the head.
Yeah,
they're coming into the table.
Yeah, you can
and
tell
Plott's a little, not delirious, but is
just a little dazed.
Dazed. He got popped, and maybe they're going to talk about it. Yeah, they're going to look at him, man. He looks like he's.
Yeah, you could tell that he came up out of the stance, kind of asked for a second.
We could take a look at that too. I think this may be a second. When they assess for head injury, they take their time, and rightly so. You see him, boom, boom. Keckeisen,
yeah. Yeah, you can tell something's not right there.
And Plott almost didn't react enough off the, the head contact there. And that's why it looks like,
and it looks like they did take points off the board.
Okay. So they're not awarding the takedown. And they're checking him right now.
Yeah, and this isn't injury time.
Right.
This is, concussion protocol. They have as much time as they need to take here, and so Keckeisen's not going to get choice coming out of this.
So no takedown, no score there. And he's continuing to come forward. Parker wants to score, but it's good initial defense here from Dustin Plott. Now he's trying to stop, but good job by Parker popping his head to the outside. He's in good position to finish, and that's one of the I think the best attributes of Keckeisen, his ability to finish leg attacks. It's not always rapid fire finishes, but he always seems to find his way to his 3, and he's doubled off here. I think could award, and there they do. Takedown. Plot did a good job stopping the initial finish, but Keckeisen just has an uncanny ability to find his way to the right angle and get the finish. Now 3-0 lead for Parker Keckeisen as Plot fires up to his feet, working for that escape, but they go out of bounds. The aggression of Keckeisen off those 2 restarts, he's like, I have to score.
Yeah, just coming forward with some fury there, and you saw able to get to the leg pretty easy and finish for that takedown.
And there's the escape for Plot. And Parker has been able to get under Dustin Plot, and they want to see him lower his stance a little bit to try to keep him from getting in, but Keckeisen particularly aggressive. Nothing new for Parker, but looked like he really wants to send a message that, yeah, you got a new coach, but nothing's changed here with us two. 3 seconds to go. And time in the first. 3-1 Keckeisen as we head to the break. Keckeisen's a guy where, you know, he's kind of always on you, but then it can start the momentum in that third period.
It's like the jab in boxing. You just keep boom, 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 opening up, and then he can really let the floodgates open as he finds his rhythm, finds his groove.
And there's the escape for Dustin. Gets his second point. He trails by 1 now. Nice shot. There's a stall call, and that's a point against Plot. So 4-2, and now working for a single leg finish is Parker Keckeisen. Shin whizzer for Plot, but slowly working into better position. This is just textbook Keckeisen. He's got that foot on the hip. That's a good position for him. Good head position there. Now he limps, and there's 3 more. 7-2. Parker Keckeisen into the lead.
Yeah, Keckeisen looking as good as ever here, and you mentioned 2 major decisions the last 2 times Plot and Keckeisen wrestled. Looks like setting up for a 3rd one here. Bonus points definitely attainable for Keckeisen.
And for Plot, as you think about coming back, there's so few opportunities you're given to try to score because Keckeisen is so in your face, attack minded.
Yeah, how do you get your offense going when someone's in your face doing that and coming forward, making you uncomfortable?
And Plot, you know, he's got a good single leg left hand, left side high crotch. There's that single leg. Couldn't get 2 hands on it, but that's his best attack so far as he gets an underhook for a moment.
And that's one of the great things about Dustin Plot. He's not going to give up. He's not going to be overwhelmed or shy away. You remember a few years ago, his shoulder would pop out mid-match, and he would pop it back in and just keep wrestling.
He's a tough guy for sure, no question about it. 35 to go in the second. Keckeisen staying in his face with the head tap, level changes. Closing the distance there is Plot, though. He's got that elbow control. And Keckeisen circles him back in. Another single leg. Pops his head to the outside. Now switches legs, traps that bottom leg. 8 seconds for the finish. Can he get it? Trying to pop his head to the outside. I don't think he's going to be able to get it this time. Running out of time on this finish. And it's going to be 7-3 into the break. We'll head to the 3rd. 7-3 lead for Parker Keckeisen.
There you see just a beautiful single leg there for Keckeisen, and then you have to be a little bit patient with the finish.
And we're set to get going here as Keckeisen underneath. Stand up, nice return there by Dustin Plot. But Keckeisen bounces right back up to his feet. They go out of bounds. Riding time at 51 for Keckeisen. We got more blood. And we can finish that takedown. This will take maybe a second to clean up the blood.
Parker Keckeisen, a very underrated college career.
Oh, supremely. Never finished lower than third.
Bonused his way to an NCAA title last year. And Christian, I think you had a stat. He was one of what, 2 or 3 people?
Last 10 years, it's him, Jason Nolf, and Zane Rutherford are the only 3 wrestlers to accomplish that feat.
Pretty good company to be in.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys not on that list, you know, that have wrestled during that time. Boom. Another return there for Plott. But Keckeisen just bounces right up, and there's the escape. 8-3 now the score. Riding time not a factor. Keckeisen another shot. Good reaction there by Plott. Staying on him is Keckeisen. And now a shot, and now they short. Always a little extra something at the on the edge here between these two. 8-3.
Oh, get some more blood.
Dang. Forehead for Keckeisen, which makes sense because he's led with his head the entire time. You see Coach Schwab. Looks like maybe he and Keckeisen. See, there's Schwab's scar. I alluded to it earlier. This is the payoff. There it is. And the cut. There's Dustin Plott, Coach Taylor.
Keckeisen a really good size, 184, and I feel like he's going to be perfect for 86 kilos on the senior level.
Really excited to see his freestyle career.
Mm-hmm.
Keckeisen from Wisconsin. Askren Wrestling Academy product. Has been an absolute stud for UNI for years now. He's already a 4-time All-American, trying to be a 5-time All-American and 2-time NCAA champ. Hard, furious hand fight. Left side, high crotch for Plott, but Keckeisen able to clear, keeps over under front headlock position here. 41 to go in regulation. This may be tough to get this finished.
Yeah, this is a battle for sure. I mean, really hard, furious hand fight, and you got a guy like Keckeisen who's going to come forward, but Plott, he's not gonna give up.
He's not ceding anything.
He's not ceding anything. He's so tough, and you know, I said earlier, it looked like major decision bonus point was coming for Keckeisen, and hasn't been able to find that last takedown that he needs. Cleaning up the blood on the mat. We got 41 seconds to go here in this match.
And we're back to action for now. 40 seconds to go in regulation. 8-3 lead for Parker Keckeisen. Plott is not giving up. He's continuing to come forward. There's another shot. Now, great re-attack there, but good job by Keckeisen clearing out and getting a front headlock. Level change, and you can tell Keckeisen wants one more. Plott doesn't want to give it to him. He fires off that high crotch, just can't quite get through it. High crotch of Keckeisen's. Now he's kind of doubled off. He's got his hands locked, and that's how this one is going to end. Hard fought match for both.
Yeah.
8-3 final. Keckeisen your winner.
Yeah, and you know, if you are Plott, you do take maybe a little bit of consolation in after the first period, kind of right there. You're right there in the fight, but still a little bit of ways to go. Parker Keckeisen, so impressive. this tournament and this match.
He really is. I mean, he packs a lot of wrestling in 7 minutes. Just so forward, so aggressive. And adds his 4th win over Dustin Plott. Impressive. We're going to be seeing some of these scores from Keckeisen. Just 2 takedowns. That's kind of a lower total for Keckeisen.
Yeah.
Man, he's just like a takedown machine. But Dustin Plott fought hard. We'll be coming up with 197. After this, Jacob Cardenas versus Evan Bates. The ultimate college fan experience is now here. Head to flowcollege.com to watch more than 12,000 college sporting events from 12 different conferences, all in one place on Flow College.
We are up to 197 pounds. Jacob Cardenas out of Michigan. He has looked like a man on a mission this weekend, Christian.
Unbelievable. If you weren't sure if this guy could win a national title, this tournament has been proof positive thus far. Still has to get by a very tough Evan Bates from Northwestern. A Big Ten battle here between Bates and Cardenas. But the offense of Cardenas, just insane. Just tags. He's got this hard double leg. He gets your wrist, tilts you, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, Evan Bates may be one of the more unlikely finalists here. And, you know, if you're Bates, you really got nothing to lose. You're a big underdog. This is a great test for you against someone like Cardenas.
Cardenas in the blue, transfer from Cornell to Michigan. Bates for Northwestern. Super solid guy. And having these Northwestern guys that sort of emerge, that's very on brand for the Northwestern program. Great job of development there in Evanston, but as you said, Cardenas gonna be the favorite here. Wrestling in ties, Cardenas really can eat from space, and there you see him fire a single leg. He's extended, but his hands are locked. You see Bates posting those knees, not wanting him to improve his positioning. So stops the opening attack, does Bates. Nice high crotch by Bates. He's got it lifted. Beautiful lift. Woo. Almost gets it. He's got that foot. Can he pull it in? They get the takedown. Wow. What a job by Evan Bates. I mean, that high crotch and that lift was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you talk about powerful wrestlers.
Oh, my word.
You think Jacob Cardenas, he's going to have the strength advantage, but you see Evan Bates, that huge lift in return to the finish. Great start for the underdog Bates here.
And for Bates, you know, if you want to neutralize someone's power, get them in the air.
Yeah.
Lift their feet off the mat.
What are they going to do?
That's the ultimate easier said than done situation, but you don't have to deal with the hip power and pressure if you can sky them right away, and we're going to get a look at that. Just a nice high crotch, knee pounds in, and then great job, gets his hips in, lifts, skies, and this is the, you know, as difficult as it is to lift Jacob Cardenas like that. Navigating the edge, having your left hand get to that ankle and drive him for 3. The thing is
that a takedown?
Well, here's my issue. If they wiped that after giving it, Bates had every opportunity. Bates could have improved there. You can't give the takedown, and then if you wipe it here, then you ended that situation and Bates' ability to get the takedown.
Right.
Was a great position. So
still in bounds, on the edge of the mat.
That would be on a. Don't want to be dramatic, but that would be brutal for Bates to get in that position. And this is going to be a great view here. This is the shot. He's got the foot. No takedown. Wow. And that's brutal because Bates doesn't get the opportunity to finish. You give the 3, and then you wipe it, but he was in position for the takedown.
Yeah,
that's
position.
That's brutal.
Still in bounds, and now it's 0-0.
It's not like it was bang bang. This isn't some, you know, rear standing. So no takedown. My gracious.
Yeah, a little bit surprised by that. And now we see Cardenas in on a shot.
He gets a single. He's lifting. And a wizard down there by Bates. And knee in really bad spot. Man, that is such a I'll move on, but collar tie for Evan Bates.
Hands low, don't reach. Head doesn't be your head. Low and into him, hands low.
Left-handed collar there for Bates. Cardenas fighting in.
Circle right when we get that. We want to circle right. Making it moving.
Evan Bates, a junior for Northwestern, was a national qualifier last year. This is his 3rd year starting, and major improvements for Bates.
Making space. Where we want it. Let's go. Circle right. That's the idea.
26 to go here in the first.
25, good time.
Eight seconds to go. And a subdued finish here to a first period that had a lot of action. Bates will defer to Cardenas, who's going to go under. Quick stand up there by Cardenas. That was nice. Bates trying to lift, but no, not going to be able to do so. Hard double. That's Cardenas' bread and butter. Look at him snap that head to the mat. Impressive wrestling here.
Cardenas, a 2-time All-American for Cornell, 8th and then 4th last year, and most recently, just 2 months ago, U23 world silver medalist.
Yeah, he's a good freestyler for sure. Probably someone else to keep an eye on the senior level is, you know, we lose some guys to retirement, some weight changes. Could be a factor at 92. Then again, if that's where Aaron Brooks winds up, that's a challenge as well. Back to the task at hand. 1-0 lead for Cardenas. He level changes and falls right into that double. Level change fake and go for 3. Now he's up 4-0.
Yeah, you know, Bates, you know, maybe errantly charges forward when Cardenas is down, ready to attack.
Cardenas got that wrist. Look at him looking for that tilt. He is great here. You've seen him running those feet. Bates trying to get it back. Now he takes him back the other way. And now getting a count. And close to the fall. The rest down there looking for it. And that's a tight tilt. Oh my goodness. Getting the fall is Jacob Cardenas. That is unbelievable. And that's power.
That is.
That's not just slickness. Able to get that tilt that tight and just kind of, boom, put that other shoulder down. Bates impressed me this tournament, but it's all about Cardenas right now as he gets the pin with a tilt in the CKLV finals.
Didn't need much, gets that takedown, and then immediately, man, locks up that tight tilt. Had trouble taking it over the roll through, so he said, oh,
let's go this way.
Let's take it back this way.
I guess I could go this way and get the pin. Let's see if we get the, oh yeah, he is. Close.
There it is, wow.
That's wild.
Look at money. Gives that money sign to.
That was his dad.
All right.
Mr. Cardenas.
You see it again, takes it back.
Man.
Cinches it up.
Cardenas may be approaching no-fly zone for going under territory. As many guys he still, you gotta be, not that Bates went under, he got taken down, but moving forward. Wrestling fans, this is for you. Access every match, ranking, and exclusive content with your FloWrestling annual subscription. Whether you're following high school, college, or freestyle, FloWrestling's got you covered. Live events, interviews, and more. Don't miss a single moment of the action, only on FloWrestling. And coming up next, it's the last match. This tournament has been a blur. We're gonna finish it up. Wyatt Hendrickson, Isaac Trumbull, when we come back. And we're back. There you're seeing Wyatt Hendrickson, the transfer from Air Force to Oklahoma State. He's your top seed here at the heavyweight division. He's gonna be taking on Isaac Trumbull. That man just made the move up from 197 to 285 for very obvious reasons. He's a very big person.
Yeah, and Christian, these are not your grandparents' heavyweights. They are gonna put up points, and they're gonna wrestle in a lot of different positions. If I know Wyatt Hendrickson and Isaac Trumbull, not afraid to scramble. This is gonna be a fun one.
I mean, Trumbull just scored 9 points on Colton Schultz, a couple turns, and Trumbull didn't even get to show some of his counter offense and his ability. They're defending leg attacks, and of course, Wyatt Hendrickson, he basically gets shot out of a cannon every match and just doesn't stop until time expires or he gets the pin. And here we go, underway, heavyweight match. Wyatt Hendrickson in the orange, Isaac Trumbull in the red for NC State. Right away, it's Hendrickson. Pawn at the head of Trumbull.
Yeah, Hendrickson, you know, he's been at heavyweight for years and years, but And you look at Trumbull, not that big of a size difference between the two, and Trumbull's probably the taller wrestler here.
Yeah, 197 had to be an absolutely brutal cut for Isaac. And there's a nice high crotch by Wyatt Hendrickson trying to crack it down. Is Hendrickson, and looking to counter here as they're sitting the corner there is Trumbull. He's keeping that head, but with that foot on the hip there, it's gonna be tough. And there's a takedown and could be working up for the fall. No near fall for Wyatt. But a 3-0 lead early after that takedown. Just a nice high crotch, pretty methodical finish, getting that foot on the hip, just like Coach taught us. Now you gotta be careful on that sit out. Now double legs in. He is just tenacious, always looking for points as he's pulling those wrists out. Just a insane crop of heavyweight wrestlers right now. You've got, of course, the return of Gable Steveson, the Olympic champion, NCAA champion. The reigning NCAA champion, Greg Kirkfleet, was undefeated last year en route to a title. You have Wyatt Hendrickson, the most prolific bonus point scorer at the division.
Younger Basida, Isaac Trumbull, Slavikoski, Ty Goodell, you know, just go on and on.
Nick Feldman. And they're now trying to work for a reversal maybe is Trumbull, but locked around the crotch is Wyatt Hendrickson. Straightens that leg, but then, man, he just kind of flexes and circles around. Gotta be careful. Puts him on his back. There's a 2 count, and maybe more.
Looking for the fall.
Oh, it's close. He might have it. He's got that far arm lifted. 45 seconds to work for the fall for Hendrickson. Can he get it?
Feels imminent here.
This is a tough spot for Isaac Trumbull, who's posted on the head there. Hendrickson trying to lift and get the right shoulder of Trumbull down on the mat. There's the fall. Wyatt Hendrickson with the exclamation point. We finished pin, 97 in heavyweight. What an exclamation point for Oklahoma State as well. The team champions scoring all kinds of points, bonus points, and Coach David Taylor gonna leave Las Vegas the team champions, John.
Yeah, really incredible set of finals and great performance there from Wyatt Hendrickson. You gotta feel good if you're a Cowboy fan. Ending on that note,
oh my,
what was such an amazing weekend.
Amazing weekend for sure. We'll take a look at some of the highlights here. They were all for Wyatt Hendrickson.
Yeah, you see Hendrickson working on top, gets those boots in, and there was a point where he was almost reversed.
Yeah.
And
he just fired that leg back and then boom, sucked back.
Yeah. Not from that position. It was a similar one, but you see how dangerous Hendrickson is. Gets the fall.
Let's take a look at some of those final results we saw. We had Ramos getting it done against Ventresca. Romney, a revelation. Maybe one of the biggest stories out of Vegas, Seth Romney for Cal Poly. Mendez, Henson, and Antrell Taylor get it done. They were the favorites, and they got the job done in that first half, and then headed down to 165. It was a tight one for Peyton Hall. Man, he did a great job against Cam Amin, who was right there to win that one. Dean Hamady, no takedowns necessary. Got it done in the third with a tough ride. Parker Keckeisen, there will be blood. Win after plot for 7 minutes. Beat him yet again. Cardenas and Wyatt bring it home with 2 pinfalls. And it was just another amazing Cliff Keen Las Vegas. Oklahoma State goes out the champions, running away with a team title. Another great Cliff Keen Las Vegas in the books. And a reminder, wrestling fans, you can watch the #1 team in the country. You thought Oklahoma State is good. There's another level, and it's Penn State. They're taking on Lehigh tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. You can watch it live on FloWrestling. Some huge matches in that one. You're not going to want to miss it. If you watch this, just tune in tomorrow at 2. You're going to love it. There you're seeing a look at Jacob Cardenas, your champion here. Made a statement being the champion at 197. Thought we might see him versus Ferrari. No Ferrari here. Jacob Cardenas ran wild. We appreciate you guys tuning in. I want to give a shout out to our production crew bringing it to you. But special thanks to you guys for tuning in from home. I know there's a lot of wrestling going on. There's a lot of sports on TV right now. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Cannot wait. I'm already counting down till Vegas next year, John Kozak. It's always a great tournament. I love the level of competition and the skill, and you're seeing that. Thanks to John Kozak, my broadcast partner. I'm Christian Piles, and we will see you next time. Thanks. Goodbye.